What's up guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Mike, and in this video we're going to cover two things. One, a little introduction about who I am, and two, we're going to cover the three guns that I think are must-haves. First question, what'd you think of that intro? Leave me a comment below. Tell me what you thought. I actually found that online. I thought it fit my channel pretty well. I was able to add in the parts that I needed, like the EDC, the prepping and all that stuff to make the final logo appear at the end. Besides that, I'll just do a brief introduction of myself. My name is Mike. I'm from Florida, and I've been around guns mostly my entire life. Last couple years, I've been building ARs and spending a lot more time at the range. I put on my Instagram channel and asked if anyone was interested in me starting a YouTube channel, and it seemed to be something that people were interested in. So because of that, I decided to start a YouTube channel. So what is today's video going to be about? It's about what I consider the three necessary guns for everyone to have. And of course, this is a huge debate. Anyone can say that whatever is the gun to have, but this is just my opinion, right? This isn't the end all, this isn't the be all. And you're gonna see some brands here that a lot of people are gonna either agree with or disagree with, and that's fine. That's the great thing about the gun community. There are so many options out there, and there are definitely ones that you can have as your favorite. So getting started, I think every person, whether you're new into guns or you've been into guns a long time, the necessary item to have is a pistol. So right now, in the times we are living, in case you're watching this into the future, it is August 2020. We are kind of getting to the end of what I think is the coronavirus or COVID-19 pandemic. And we have the upcoming election between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. And right now it is extremely difficult to get firearms. It's extremely difficult to get ammunition. So this video here is going to be what I think is a good all-around kit to have in the event that nothing happens, or in the event that shtf happens and you've got to get out. So for everyone, I think each person must have at least a handgun. If you're not going to get anything else, if you think these guns are scary, I totally get that, but I do think every person should own a pistol. And the reason why is because for me, a pistol like this Glock 19, which is unloaded, everyone has their opinions about Glock, right? Either you love them or you hate them. I love Glock. I've never had a failure. I've been shooting Glocks for a long time. I think they make a really great firearm. So outside of that, let's just get past that in case you're haters of these and you like Smith & Wesson or CZPs or whatever it is you may like, 1911s. I'm just going to talk more about generalizing handguns here. So for me, in the current situation that I live in Central Florida, we don't really have riots or a lot of unrest. So you could go as to say that as of right now, there's no need for an AR. You could have an argument there's no need for a shotgun, right? You could have an argument there's no need for any gun at all, but that's crazy talk. So for me, I think everyone should own a pistol, and here's why. One, this makes a great nightstand gun. You can put this right next to your bed at nighttime. An intruder comes in, you have quick access, and you can stop the threat. Second, this is a Glock 19. It's a compact, but it's still a little bit larger. I personally carry a Glock 26, which is considered a subcompact, but you can easily stick this into your waistband if you're in a concealed carry state, or outside the waistband if you can carry open. So there's that. So you got the nightstand and you got the carry. Third, you can put this anywhere. You can literally put this in your car when you're driving around in the event that you do run into someone who is a threat to you. You could pull it out from your glove box, beside you, wherever. It's easy to conceal, and it's a very effective firearm. I choose 9mm for my pistols. I have, again, a 19 and a 26 Glock. I also have a 1911. Which is a .45 caliber, and I love that pistol. I think that is probably one of the greatest pistols ever created. But for right now, I just wanted to show the three guns that I have here to give you an idea. So if you're going to have a pistol, I think a 9mm is a great option, but 40, 45, 357 SIG, whatever you have will work. Right, so next up is what I consider probably the least necessary of the three, and that is the tactical shotgun. I have a major reason why I don't use it for home defense, but there are a lot of great benefits to having a shotgun. So first of all, the reasons why I don't like a tactical shotgun like this for home defense: this does hold 8 rounds, so it has plenty of ammunition just ready to go. But the main issue I have with it, if you're the type of person who believes that there is potential for someone to break into your house, it's not that far-fetched to believe that when they break in, say one of your daughters, I have 3 daughters, say you have a son, your wife, your husband, whatever, has gone to the kitchen and did not realize that there was an intruder in the house. At that point, they grabbed your loved one and you come out with a shotgun. If somebody is holding one of my loved ones this close to their body with a knife or whatever, I surely don't want to be armed with only a shotgun firing buckshot downrange, because at that point you take the risk of hitting your loved one and inadvertently killing them as well. So for me, that's where I think a shotgun has its problems. And some people may say use slugs, and sure, but even then you still need to be very accurate in those types of situations. And I think in that moment with a shotgun, there's too much room for failure there, and so I think it's not great for that. However, I do think it is one of the critical guns to have for 2 reasons. One, in the event that there's a zombie apocalypse, what better way to kill zombies than with a pump shotgun? That just sounds like fun. It seems completely badass. But the other reason that I think a shotgun is awesome is because ammunition is so readily available. Right now in the current times, getting 9mm, getting 223, 5.56, or any of those ammunitions is really, really difficult. But today I just went to Walmart and I was able to pick up this box. Well, this is old, but I saw plenty of this laying around. This is 2 3/4 bird load for a 12-gauge shotgun. And while birdshot is not going to be as effective in a situation in SHTF, it's going to do the job, right? But you're also going to have slugs, buckshot. There's so many 12-gauge options out there that I do think in the event that you were in SHTF, you were trying to get out of town, you were able to stop for ammunition, you'd be really likely to find 12-gauge, which would work for hunting or for personal protection. So moving on to my last and my favorite guns that I have, and that's the AR platform. So what I have right here is a gun that I built. It is a 10.5-inch AR-15. It's got an SB Tactical SBA-4. It's got the Aero Precision's lower. I've got a Holosun optic. We've got Magpul backup sights, Magpul furniture, Magpul 20-round magazines. I like the small magazines on these short pistols. And this is an all-around great gun. It's got a built-in light on it, so you can put it up like that and you can shine your light. Obviously, I have the solar-powered and battery-powered green dot on here. This is probably my favorite gun to date that I've ever built. I've got 2 other 16-inch carbines, and this one right here really does the job. It's super fun to shoot, and it's even at 10.5-inch, it's super accurate. And finally, I've got this. So this is an AR-15 lower. The same thing as there. It's an Aero Precision's lower. However, I've really decided to invest a lot into this lower because this is going to be not only my personal protection at home, but it's also going to be my personal protection when I'm on the road. It's going to go into a backpack. I can get around and nobody will know what it is because it does have a Sylvan Arms folding stock adapter. So once you do this and you have a small, let's just say a 6 or 7-inch, I haven't decided, barrel, you're going to have a package about this big. And with a quick flip, you now have an AR. So what I'm waiting on now is my upper for this, which will be a 300 blackout, again in about a 6, 7-inch barrel. So this will be pretty much with me at all times. This will be in a backpack. I'll be able to take this anywhere and everywhere I go, which I'm really excited about. The 10.5, while it is a small gun, it is not small enough to put into a backpack. I mean, the backpack would be giant. It's somewhat heavy. So for that reason, that will not be going with me. That will stay stay here in my house. Just a couple of the other things I've got over here. I think it's important too to have to diversify your gauges of ammunition. If you only have 9mm, you have a 9mm AR, you have a Glock 19, Glock 26, you are going to run into the problem of having a very difficult time finding ammunition. Whereas what I've got here is I've got 9mm for my Glock, I've got 300 blackout ready to go for when my upper arrives. I've got obviously 5.56 in here. I've got 223, 5.56. I also have a couple of hunting rifles. I got 30-06, 270, 243, and then I also have 22 long rifles. So I think it's important to have a lot of different options in the event that it is difficult to find ammunition at any point. At least you'll have ammunition for something to keep you going. So that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. Let me know of any videos you'd like to see, maybe a video on this gun, or when this gun gets finished in the next week or two, doing a full video on this, on the build and what's all in it, because there is a lot to this. None of this is stock mil-spec parts. Everything in here has been selected and it goes together really well. And I just think this is going to be an amazing gun at the end. The shotgun, I probably wouldn't do anything on it. It's just a 500A, a few upgrades with the rail and the stock. And really, that's about all I've done to that gun. So if you have any suggestions or questions, please leave it in the comments below. And again, feel free to like, subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to making a ton more of these. So on that note, have a good one.